This channel has hit 700 subscribers, which I am grateful for. As you guys know, every single 100 subscribers, I usually do a video where it's like a special video, just saying thanks and stuff like that. But due to time, I can't, so I'm going to take the time right now to say thanks to everyone who has been subscribed and the people who have subscribed lately. It's greatly appreciated to see that you guys are liking my channel and, letting my channel grow, which is amazing. And I hope the rest of the year we can, you know, make it up to the next one. And as well, for the next 100 subscribers, I will be doing a subscriber special. I just couldn't do it this time because usually I do it every single 100 subscribers. But besides the point, let's get straight into the video. Hello guys, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to drift the gauntlet interceptor. And I'm going to be showing you guys how it drifts and all that stuff, and sharing with a couple of techniques to see if you should buy the car by the end of the video. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. So guys, we're here in the agency with the gauntlet interceptor, and I'm going to show you guys quickly my build. So what I have is, for armor, I have this maxed just to avoid crashing or make the car look bad, but usually I go with none for my builds. For brakes, I've upgraded brakes. I would say go with stock brakes, but I've upgraded brakes just because, as you can tell, the reason why this car exists. Anyways, but I would say go with stock brakes, but for this build, the way I have it right now, I have upgraded brakes. For front bumpers, I have just stock, doesn't matter. Rear bumper, stock, because I don't want to run this because it's not a drag car, but doesn't matter. Engine level 4, or EMS engine level 4. So, if you guys don't have this unlocked, just, make sure you can buy the highest one you can. For the exhaust, I have an upgraded exhaust. I don't think this really matters too much. I can't exactly remember, but you definitely can go with an upgraded exhaust on this thing, because the stock one, a little bit too far in for my liking, so that's why I went with this. For the grill, I have this one because it looks the best, but up to you. This, up to you. Hood, up to you. Livery, up to you. Headlights, up to you. Police equipment, up to you. Rear panel, up to you. Respray, up to you. Realistically, I don't see any performance differences when it comes to what color you have on your car. Roll cage, I'm running without. I have not tried this thing with the roll cage, which is probably something I have to do in the future. But since this car is already a lot, like it's gripped up, I don't think you really need a roll cage. Roof, up to you. Side skirts, up to you. Wing, again, this car is already super gripped up, so I would say run stock. But for this video and for my build, I am running a nice little spoiler just to make the car look nicer, and I'm going with the carbon one because I realize it's plastic. Anyways, suspension, I have it on stock suspension. It's what I like, but you guys are definitely allowed to play around with it because you can find some interesting things. But for my build, I'm gonna keep it at stock suspension. For transmission, upgrade it as much as you can, depending on budget and level. If you don't have it unlocked, go with the one you have unlocked. And yeah, turbo, if you don't have it unlocked, it's fine, but if you have it unlocked, definitely put it on. Wheel choice is pretty much up to you on this car, but just make sure you're not going with the off-road class. That's the only thing, because they're known to be a grippier tire in the game, so I would say avoid that. For wheel color, it doesn't matter. For you could do anything. Tire design, I don't think matters really too much. Make sure you have standard tires and not bulletproof tires. You can take bulletproof tires off, but yeah. Anyways, make sure for the smoke, um, you know, you can go with practically anything. It doesn't really do much to the car, but I just for money reasons, I just decided to go with white tires. Window tint, up to you, but I wouldn't run window tint in my opinion, just because it looks a little weird. That's my build. So now let's get out of here. So for the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot the bottom of the rim here. The reason why I'm gonna do this is to kind of break the suspension in the car in a way, but usually it would lower other cars and make them better. Whereas in this case, it will change the handling like the normal Hellfire, but it's not going to change the ride height. Oh wait. Also for this, you could technically use any gun, just avoid any RPGs and stuff like that, obviously. So I'm going to practice not only how you guys can get used to counter steering if you're new or you're not used to this type of car. I will also show you guys the mid-drive seat boost for people who are new to actually get this car sideways, and I'll be talking about a couple of other things after that. So what we're about to see is some techniques you can use to get used to the Interceptor's counter steering. So what do I mean by counter steering? It's when you're in drift and you need to basically turn left or turn right while still going left or right. So these will hopefully help you in the department of being able to keep the car in drift in sideways motion while going around a pole to start and then doing some figure eights, which will be up next. So that's what you're about to see, and yeah. What to do is just enter it and go ahead and just slide around it like this. You can pull the handbrake a little bit to make sure your car can actually stay around it, but I just want you guys to get as close as possible, or like that you're comfortable with. So if you're more comfortable like staying out here and like not hitting it, or you're super comfortable and you can go like this, like super duper close to it, just find your comfort zone. And as well, see what the car's like, how it's reacting to the pull, and how you're reacting to the counter steering wise. So for this, I'm literally just slight taps left through this, and I'll kind of show you guys with a little bit of a wheel cam here. You see, I'm basically just tapping left and then kind of going a little bit right just to turn the wheel, because when you're actually in the motion, you're going to see your wheel turns a lot more than what you're actually doing. So yeah, I'm trying to go like this to show you guys, so it's kind of hard to get a good proximity as well, but yeah, so you guys get the point. So after going around this, getting used to how the car feels, stuff like that, you can then switch it up to figure eights to add in transitions. So for transitions, you can either clutch kick, which I'll talk about here in a second, which then comes back into play, or you can literally just leave it open, tap the handbrake, and kind of get the car around, and then you can go around this, or like the next pole, I guess. So there's two ways you can do it. I'm just using clutch kick. This car is not as efficient with the clutch kick. That is also one thing to note. So, and at times it can be a little bit laggy. So those are the two major things that I'm gonna say about this thing. So after you kind of gotten that down, and like the transitions you're like starting out with is just tapping the handbrake, and then like making the car go around like this, something like this. After you gotten used to that, you can do this part. So now that you've like kind of done the key element of how to control the car, now you can learn the clutch kick. What is a clutch kick? The clutch kick, or the mid-drive speed boost, or the handbrake boost, whatever you want to call it, is when your car gains speed from you doing a certain input from your gas to your handbrake, pressing it, and going back to full throttle in a quick manner. What this will give is your car will basically be able to be broken loose from that, and it's able to drift from it. That's how drifters like me do it before the drift tuning, and also for this car because there's no drift tuning for it. So once you learn this, you can also use this for other cars, but I'm going to be talking about it for this car specifically. So all that stuff, it's the same thing. Basically, you're just going to create, like, let's say you're doing a burnout, and as you can see, you're leaving marks like this, right? You're doing that, but it's giving your car that boost and momentum to like make the rear tires break loose, so that way you can kind of snap it and get it to drift. So how you're going to accomplish this is by starting out at a lower speed. You're going to let off throttle. I'm going to do this in like kind of an exaggerated way. So you're going to let off throttle. You're going to press the handbrake. You don't want to hold it. You're going to press it. And then as soon as you pressed it once, you're off of it. You just want to go full 100% out of it, right? So you want to do that in a quick motion of letting off and clicking handbrake and full throttle. So I'm going to try and say it as I'm doing it. So we're on throttle, off handbrake, on. And as you can see, it's going to make the car backfire, but you're also going to hear the car go when it revs up. That's how you know you're doing it. At slower speeds, it will start to create that 11. Now that you've learned the clutch kick after doing it repetitively, because you need to repeat it so that way you get that muscle memory down. Now try and add it into this. So for going around the pole, just use handbrake. Don't even try and clutch kick. But for the transitions, you're going to clutch kick, and it's going to send you into the next one. Clutch kick, and then into handbrake. Clutch kick, all the way around, handbrake, kind of thing. So I kind of did more of like an O kind of there, but once you get the transitions down with the clutch kick, that means you can basically do the corners. So now you can just, after doing that repetitively, and also try corners, because you need to get used to the corners and how this thing handles throughout the corner. So try some corners as well, mix it up a little bit. But after you've done all of that and kind of used to the car and stuff like that, then you can just go throw it around. Would I buy this car for the drift factor alone? This thing is super cool to drift, especially because you got the lights and everything, and like what you can do with it. The customization's great, but I would not buy this car for the drift factor. Reason for that, it has a lot of grip, so the car is constantly trying to fight the grip to drift when you're clutch kicking and stuff like that. So you need to also do a lot more handbrake and also a little bit of brake sometimes to make sure the car is actually staying in drift and not trying to lock up and then grip up and go away. Also, this thing doesn't hold a ton of angle. As you notice, I'm more staying at this level. Reason being, this thing just doesn't hold angle. This car right here, the Gauntlet Interceptor, will set you back $5.4 million in the game. I see that as wild. Even the trade price is like 4 point something million, I think, because you have to complete like I think it's the chop shop ice and stuff like that. But it's still pretty crazy for this thing being a Gauntlet Hellfire. I know that this is basically from the GTA 6 trailer, even though the GTA 6 car was a little bit different after looking at this thing. But it is a little bit too expensive for my liking, and that's why I got it now, and that's why I got it, you know, how I did, was because I don't see myself spending the money. Would I like to have the car? Yes. Do I have the car? Yes. I own two. But do I think it's worth the price for you just to drift this thing? No. It is. And if you're buying it because the fact that you like police cars and, you know, drifting is kind of that bonus for you, definitely go ahead. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, consider hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and as well hitting that notification bell to know when I upload and stay up to date. I haven't said that in a while. Wow. And if this, you know, drift tutorial was useful at all when this car released, then, you know, I kind of did something. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one that won't be the Interceptor, and I'm out. Peace.